So AI taking over classrooms.
Hmm.
It's a headline you see everywhere these days, but what's the reality of it all?
Yeah.
What does it actually mean for someone like you listening right now?
Exactly.
In this deep dive, we're going to try to cut through all the hype and see how AI is really reshaping education.
Okay.
Especially if you've ever felt lost trying to learn something new.
Yeah.
Or just wish learning was a little more well-personalized for you, then this deep dive is for you.
It's not about robots giving lectures or anything.
Right.
It's actually way more interesting than that.
Okay.
AI is letting us move away from that one-size-fits-all model of education and towards a system that can truly cater to an individual's learning style.
I like it.
Their needs.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's personalized.
So we dug into a conversation about this platform, Edventia.
Okay.
And they seem to be really mastering this whole intersection of AI and education.
They are.
Especially in those fields that everyone's talking about these days.
Yeah.
AI itself, machine learning, even things like blockchain.
Yeah, all that.
So what makes Edventia different from everything else that's out there?
Well, they focus on what they call future tech.
Okay.
So essentially, all those technologies that are going to be shaping the world in the coming years.
So the stuff that's really hot right now.
Yeah. And what's really remarkable is how Edventia uses AI to constantly analyze industry trends and update their curriculum in real time.
Wow.
So what you're learning is always relevant to the job market.
That's huge.
It's not just some textbook knowledge that's going to be outdated by the time you graduate. Right.
You're learning what's relevant right now.
So is it like having a crystal ball?
Yeah, in a word.
That tells you what skills you'll need to thrive in, say, 5 years.
Exactly.
Right.
But it's not just predicting the future.
Okay.
It's also about giving you the tools to actually shape the future yourself.
I like that.
And that's where their gateway to excellence concept comes in.
Okay. I'm intrigued. Tell me more about this gateway to excellence.
So it's about going beyond just understanding these technologies. You're not just learning about it.
Right.
It's about being able to use these technologies to build real-world solutions.
So I'm picturing someone graduating from Edventia, and they don't just have a degree.
Right.
They have a portfolio of projects that would make even someone who's been in the tech industry for 20 years go, wow.
I need to hire this person.
Yeah, they encourage hands-on learning. You're building actual projects.
Okay.
And you're developing a portfolio that shows off your practical skills.
Right, your actual skills, not just what you say you can do.
Exactly. And this AI-powered personalization, it doesn't just stop at the curriculum.
Right.
It goes even further than that.
Yeah.
It helps you anticipate your own individual learning path.
Because it's like having a personalized roadmap that is guiding you towards your goals in the most efficient and engaging way possible.
And this kind of personalized learning, it's not just for students fresh out of high school.
Okay.
Edventia's modular, flexible approach, it makes it perfect for anyone.
Oh, wow.
No matter where you are in your professional journey.
So someone like me, I learned to code a decade ago.
Yeah.
I could turn to Edventia to get up to speed on the latest AI frameworks.
Exactly. And that's where I think things get really exciting.
Okay.
We often think of education as something you do once and then you're done.
Right.
But in a world where technology is constantly evolving,
It changes so fast.
the ability to learn and adapt is crucial.
You got to keep learning or you get left behind.
Exactly. And that's where platforms like Edventia become really valuable.
This is honestly making me rethink my whole approach to learning. It's not just about acquiring knowledge anymore.
Right.
It's about constantly evolving your skill set and staying ahead of everyone else.
Absolutely. And that mindset is becoming more and more essential in today's job market.
It's true.
If you want to stay competitive.
You can't just rest on what you already know.
Yeah, you got to keep pushing forward.
Got to keep learning.
Exactly.
It's almost like that traditional model of education is kind of disappearing.
Yeah.
You know, that whole go to school, get a degree, and you're set for life thing.
It's definitely changing.
Right.
Things move so fast these days.
They do.
That you need to be constantly adapting.
Like software development.
Exactly.
You can't just learn one programming language anymore.
Yep.
You have to be ready to pick up new ones, new frameworks, you know.
You got to keep learning.
Yeah, constantly evolving that toolkit.
So how does a platform like Edventia actually approach that need?
Right, because they're so on the cutting edge
They are.
of using AI.
They seem to be leading the way.
Yeah. Do they have like an AI chatbot or something that just tells you what to learn next?
It's kind of like that, but even more advanced.
Okay, so
Edventia's AI engine analyzes tons of data.
Yeah.
job postings, industry reports, even things like open source code.
Seriously?
To figure out what's trending.
So it's like they have their finger on the pulse
Exactly.
of the entire tech industry.
And they're using that to constantly update everything.
So it's like a learning experience that's always one step ahead.
That's the idea.
It's like they know what skills will be in demand before anyone else.
That's the real game changer here.
Wow.
And it's not just about reacting to the trends.
Right.
It's about giving the learners the tools they need to shape the future.
I like that.
So their curriculum really emphasizes experimentation.
Oh, cool.
Collaboration, working together to find new solutions to real-world problems.
Speaking of the real world,
yeah,
a lot of education can feel disconnected
oh, absolutely.
from what's actually happening out there in the real world.
I totally agree.
It's like you're learning stuff in a vacuum.
It can feel that way sometimes.
But it sounds like Edventia is trying to bridge that gap.
They are. One of the ways they do that is by partnering with leading tech companies.
Interesting.
So students are actually getting exposed to real-world projects.
That's huge.
They have mentors who are experts in their field.
Oh, wow.
So it's not just theory.
You're actually getting practical experience.
Exactly, the kind of experience that makes you employable right away.
Right. It's like they're blurring the lines between the classroom and the real working world.
And I think that's really exciting.
It is exciting.
But it's important to remember.
Okay, what's that?
That AI isn't about replacing those human educators.
Right, of course not.
It's about giving them more tools.
Giving them superpowers almost.
Exactly, like giving them superpowers.
Well, I like that analogy. Tell me more about these superpowers.
Imagine a teacher who can see exactly how every student is doing in real time.
Okay.
AI can give them that ability.
Wow.
See each student's strengths where they might be struggling.
That's incredible.
That way, educators can focus on what they do best.
What's that?
Being mentors, inspiring their students, and guiding them.
That makes sense.
It's about creating that personalized support system.
Less lecturing, more personalized guidance.
Right. And I think that's what makes it so powerful.
It's about making sure that every student feels supported.
Exactly.
And understood.
In their own individual learning journey.
It really is amazing to think about all of this.
It is.
AI giving teachers these incredible tools to create these personalized and engaging learning experiences.
Yeah, it's a powerful vision.
It is.
And we're already starting to see it happening.
That's exciting.
It is.
Yep.
But it's also really important to remember AI is just a tool.
Right.
It's up to us to use it the right way.
To use it responsibly.
Especially when it comes to something like education.
You can't just throw AI at education and assume it'll automatically get better.
Exactly. We need to be thoughtful
about
how we design these systems and what values we build into them.
It's like anything else.
Right.
Just because we can do something doesn't always mean we should.
We need to be having conversations about this stuff.
Definitely.
Bringing together educators and technologists.
Policymakers too, right?
Everyone, really, we need to be asking the tough questions.
About things like data privacy.
Yeah.
Algorithmic bias, making sure everyone has access to these technologies.
Exactly. These aren't easy questions.
They're not, but these are conversations we can't ignore.
The future of education is being shaped right now.
It really is.
And it's up to all of us to make sure that it's a future.
Yeah.
Where technology empowers everyone, not just a select few.
This whole deep dive has been eye-opening.
I agree.
We've talked about how AI is changing the way we learn.
It's changing everything.
From those personalized adaptive learning paths to the evolving role of educators.
It's an exciting time to be involved in education.
It sounds like it.
And I'm really optimistic about what AI can do to make learning more engaging, more effective, and more equitable for everyone.
That's a great note to end on.
It is.
Lots to think about, lots to discuss if you're listening. And this deep dive sparked your curiosity.
Definitely check out the show notes.
Yeah, we'll have links to some resources there.
Keep exploring, keep learning,
and keep diving deep. We'll see you next time.